Today, I'm going to be telling you guys the best shampoos for hair growth. The hair growth cycle has 3 stages. Your hair grows out of the derma papilla, it detaches from the derma papilla, and then it falls out. Your hair is in the active growth phase, also known as the anagen phase, for 2 to 8 years. The info that I found online was kind of all over the place, but generally what I found was that the anagen phase typically lasts for anywhere between 2 to 8 years, 3 to 5 years, somewhere within that range. And the amount differs from person to person. So some of us are lucky enough to have a really long anagen phase, maybe 8 years.
Your hair's long, so mermaidy.
And others may have an anagen phase of 2 years. Each of the shampoos that I'm gonna mention in this video are gonna help you to have a successful anagen phase, AKA they are going to help your hair to grow. Also, really quick, this video is not sponsored, and of course I will link all of the sources that I used for the information provided in this video in the description below. As I always say, I am not a professional, I'm just an enthusiast who likes to do research. So let's get started. The first shampoo for hair growth is Aveeno's Fresh Green Blends shampoo. There are 4 things that are in the shampoo that are really gonna help with hair growth. So the first ingredient is rosemary oil. There was a study done in 2015, and in the study, researchers were trying to figure out if there was any difference in the way that rosemary oil would impact hair growth versus minoxidil, which is the active ingredient in Rogaine. And they used 100 subjects, all of whom had androgenetic alopecia, which is a genetic hair loss condition. So they found that rosemary oil worked as effectively as minoxidil. And even if you don't have androgenetic alopecia, rosemary oil is still something that will really help with hair growth. So rosemary oil can mildly improve circulation and decrease inflammation. And these are 2 things that are necessary for a healthy scalp. Just like you can't grow healthy, strong plants out of unhealthy soil, you cannot grow healthy hair from an unhealthy scalp. If you are experiencing something like dandruff or a dry scalp, these things can cause your hair to fall out before the end of the anagen phase. So that's why rosemary oil is really helpful, because it's going to help to remedy those issues. Now, I obviously cannot promise that rosemary oil in shampoos is going to help you to that extent, but if you are looking for a shampoo with natural ingredients that have been proven to stimulate hair growth, I think rosemary oil is a really great option. So the next ingredient, there's another all-natural ingredient in this shampoo that really helps with hair growth, and that is peppermint oil.
I think it's peppermint.
In 2014, there was a study done with rats where researchers wanted to see how peppermint oil would work at stimulating hair growth compared to a bunch of other controls like jojoba oil. And basically they found that peppermint essential oil did significantly speed up the hair growth process. And there's limited research on how peppermint essential oil works to stimulate hair growth, but some researchers think that it's because peppermint oil can increase circulation, which is going to bring more blood to your scalp, and that can stimulate hair growth. Peppermint essential oil has also been shown to be antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and antifungal. These are all properties that are going to help you to achieve a healthy scalp, which is essential for hair growth. Poor scalp health associated with things like dandruff or seborrheic dermatitis.
Dandruff, seborrhea, maybe just dry, itchy scalp.
Those conditions have actually been shown to make your hair fall out prematurely before the end of your anagen phase. What are 2 natural ingredients that can help avoid that? Rosemary oil and peppermint oil, both of which are in this shampoo. So the third thing that is in this shampoo that has really helped my hair to grow, I will say that this isn't going to help everyone. Some people, this ingredient is not going to suit your hair, but if it does suit your hair, it is something that really can help you achieve healthy hair and help your hair to grow. So the ingredient I'm talking about is silicones, and I know that probably is going to shock a lot of you, but hear me out. Silicones form a coating around your hair shaft. This coating helps your hair to just be more detangled and to just be a lot smoother. They can also protect your hair from heat damage. The protection that silicones may provide your hair just helps your hair to stay intact through the duration of the anagen phase. Now, silicones can create a little bit of buildup on your hair, and I just use a clarifying shampoo every few weeks to remove that. So the next property in this shampoo that is really beneficial for hair growth is that it is sulfate free. And by using a shampoo with a sulfate free surfactant, this just helps to fully clean my hair, but not to the extent where it is stripping 100% of the natural oils, because that just makes my scalp really dry, which does not help with hair growth at all. So if you guys did not know by now, a clean scalp will lead to healthier hair growth. And I will elaborate more on the science behind that in a minute. So 2 honorable mentions here for shampoos that have ingredients like the ones found in the Aveeno Fresh Greens Blend shampoo. I have the Aveda Rosemary Mint shampoo. It is also sulfate free and it has rosemary oil. I really like this one. And then another one, which I have found is a little bit stronger than this shampoo than the Aveeno shampoo, but this is the OGX Refreshing Scalp Tea Tree Mint shampoo. So obviously the mint in this is really what's going to help with hair growth, and tea tree oil. Tea tree is also anti-inflammatory, and it's just going to help to promote a really healthy scalp. That's kind of how all of these shampoos work, and I will link these below in the description. So the next ingredient, I feel like I could not make a video about shampoos for hair growth without mentioning this shampoo. This is Bondi Boost's Hair Growth Shampoo. So this shampoo has aloe vera in it. Aloe vera is great for treating inflamed skin that is sunburnt, just like dry skin in general, and making sure that your scalp is free of all of those conditions is really going to help to make sure that your hair is growing at an optimal rate. This shampoo also has menthol in it, and in that study that I mentioned with rats, it did show that it really does help with hair growth. Now, let's just put all of those natural ingredients aside. The main thing about this shampoo that really helps my hair, at least, is that the lather in this shampoo is unreal. It is sulfate free. It is silicone free, which isn't necessarily something that I go for actively, but I guess if you're looking for something that's silicone free, this is a really great option. But the lather is amazing. The reason why I need a shampoo with a really good lather is because I have a lot of hair, and in order for me to make sure that I am shampooing my hair thoroughly, I absolutely need a shampoo with a really, really rich lather. The lather just helps to fully coat my head in the shampoo, and the reason why I need my hair to be clean, obviously not so clean where it's like, you know, really dry, but it needs to be clean. And this is because a clean scalp will lead to hair growth. When your hair is really oily, things like dandruff, like products, even like dirt in the air, all of those things can cling on to the oil and they can clog your hair follicle. And when your hair follicle is clogged, that can cause premature hair loss. So hair loss that happens before the end of the anagen phase. I feel like there was this myth that was perpetuating on the internet within the hair growth community that the longer that you go in between washes, the more healthy your hair is. And first of all, everyone's hair is different. So there's no like universal amount of time that you should be going in between washes. But based on the research and evidence that I recently read about, it really is not a good idea to let your hair get oily because that can lead to hair loss. Of course, you also don't want your scalp to be too dry. It's just about balance. Now, you guys, I have kind of been hiding a shampoo from you.
What else have you been hiding from me?
If you follow me on Instagram, maybe you would have seen me talk about it. This shampoo cleans my hair as well as a clarifying shampoo that has sulfates in it, but it doesn't leave it as dry as clarifying shampoos often leave my hair. So this is the Necessaire shampoo. It's just called the shampoo. So this shampoo is fragrance free, and that is great for hair growth because fragrances, it's one of those ingredients that can really irritate your skin, especially if you have sensitive skin. I mean, an irritated scalp, that's really not something that is going to promote hair growth. So the fact that this is fragrance free is amazing. Also, I don't know, I feel like pretty much every single shampoo that I have ever used has had a fragrance. So the fact that this is fragrance free, I feel like is kind of groundbreaking within the hair care community. I feel like more brands should follow suit because it serves no functional purpose for your hair. The fact that the Necessaire shampoo doesn't have any fragrances to it is great because that will help to reduce any potential inflammation that you may have on your scalp from a shampoo that is highly scented. And then another thing about this shampoo, this is actually my favorite thing about the Necessaire shampoo, is just how well it cleans my hair. The lather is amazing. It's better than the Bondi Boost shampoo. It leaves my hair squeaky clean, but not overly dried. The only thing with this shampoo is that I think there is a very specific type of hair that this shampoo will work well for. So if you have oily hair or just like an oily scalp, this Necessaire shampoo, you need to try it out. So next I have two shampoos that kind of fall into the same category. This is the Herbal Essences sulfate-free hemp and potent aloe shampoo. And then this shampoo is LG Reen Yungo Hair Cleansing Treatment Shampoo. The similar property that kind of groups these shampoos within the same category is that they both have silicones. And they have a significant amount of silicones, at least from my experience with these products, that they really do leave your hair with that glossy hair look, more so than any of the other shampoos that I mentioned in this video. Basically, if you don't like using silicones on your hair, do not use these. But if you do, then these are gonna be amazing for your hair. This shampoo is filled with Korean herbs like Scutellaria bicalensis root extract, Panax ginseng root extract. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the rest of the extracts in this shampoo. There is a really long list of ingredients, and like 99% of the ingredients in this shampoo, some sort of natural herbal extract, which is great because a lot of the extracts that are in this shampoo, they have anti-inflammatory properties, antifungal properties, all of the good properties that are going to help to promote a healthy scalp. This shampoo also has SLES, which is different from SLS or sodium lauryl sulfate. This is going to clean your hair thoroughly, but not as harshly as sodium lauryl sulfates will clean your hair. The silicone that is in this shampoo is dimethicone, and a lot of you guys, I'm sure you either love dimethicone or you hate dimethicone. I will just give you my own personal experience with this ingredient and how this has helped my hair to grow. Dimethicone is a water insoluble silicone, which means that it's going to take a lot more to get rid of the buildup on your scalp than a regular water soluble silicone. So I don't use this every time I wash my hair. As a matter of fact, I really only use it when I want like really sleek hair, because the dimethicone is one that tends to build up, and you do need to use a clarifying shampoo to get rid of the buildup. I use a clarifying shampoo every 2 weeks or so, and that works perfectly fine for my hair. But basically the silicone in this it's a really strong silicone. And as I said, I love silicones for my hair because they really help to prevent damage. And it's not like damage and split ends and breakage is going to stop your hair from growing, but what it's going to do is that your hair is still going to grow. But once it gets like to the ends are going to be split maybe or broken. You're not going to have that like long Sleeping Beauty type hair.
I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream.
You will have really long hair, but your ends will just be super damaged. A lot of you guys ask, how can I use heat on my hair so consistently and still have really healthy hair? And I think it is because of the silicones that I use. The next shampoo is Herbal Essences Bio Renew Potent Aloe Hemp Shampoo. Obviously this shampoo has aloe in it, which is really great for soothing irritated skin, inflamed skin. So as I have said a million times in this video, that is going to help to keep your scalp nice and healthy, which is going to help your hair to grow. But then also this shampoo does have dimethicone in it, and dimethicone is, as I said, a silicone that does help to keep my hair healthy as long as I use a clarifying shampoo every few weeks. Now let's just talk about water insoluble silicones for a second, which is what is in this shampoo. Water insoluble silicones. I know that it sounds scary for a lot of people. Let me put it this way. Within my long hair care journey, I look back and realize that when I was using products without silicones, my hair was extremely unhealthy. The ends would get super damaged if I ever yanked a brush through it, or if I ever, used heat. It was almost like instantly I would get split ends, I would get damaged ends. But then when I look back at my hair growth journey and just hair care journey, all of the times that I have used silicones, that's when my hair has been the healthiest. Then if you have thin hair, silicones may not be a good option for you because they could weigh your hair down. A quick example, my best friend Ariel, she has really thin hair. She tried the Moroccan oil shampoo and conditioner and they did not work for her at all. They weighed her hair down like crazy because her hair is super thin. My hair, they work amazingly. So that's just kind of why silicones may work for you and why they may not. And then I do just have 3 clarifying shampoos that I love for my hair. This is the Garnier Fructis Pure Clean Hair Reset shampoo that has charcoal in it. It is for greasy hair and it's an amazing clarifying shampoo. So I actually did work with Garnier with these products on my Instagram, but I genuinely really like this clarifying shampoo. If you have oily hair, then I would definitely recommend this one. This removes all of the buildup on my scalp that I get from using different hair care products, just buildup that really can deter hair growth. Another clarifying shampoo that I love is the Redken Hair Cleansing Cream shampoo. This is one of my favorite shampoos of all time. It is an amazing clarifying shampoo because it helps to exfoliate your scalp. It really removes all of the buildup, but it does not leave my hair feeling overly clean, which can often lead to me itching my scalp obsessively for the next 3 days. Scalp check! This does not do that. If you have dry hair, I don't recommend this shampoo, but if your hair tends to get more oily and you're also prone to an itchy scalp, then this is gonna be an amazing clarifying shampoo for you. And then finally, oh my gosh, what is this shampoo video without me showing you guys this product? In my opinion, this is the clarifying shampoo of clarifying shampoos. And the interesting thing is that on the bottle, it says use once a week to make your favorite shampoo work better. The way it does that is it removes all of the buildup on your scalp. And so any products that you do use, they're gonna have an easier time penetrating your scalp and just working their magic. This is important when you're using shampoos like the Aveeno Fresh Greens Blend shampoo or any of the other shampoos that I mentioned that have those natural ingredients. If your scalp has a lot of buildup on it, the properties in these shampoos, they're going to be able to work their magic at least a little bit on your scalp. But if you have absolutely no buildup on your scalp whatsoever, then these shampoos that I have recommended for hair growth, they're going to be able to work a lot better and more effectively on your hair. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. As usual, all of the products that I mentioned will be listed in the description below. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.